Welcome to Loop City. I'm your host, Mike Skills. We are a group of five guys that love hoops, entertainment, and video games. Today we have Gonzo Star, Coach Matt Miller, and of course myself. Let's get straight into it. We're going to talk today about Game 4. It's going to be known as the Curry game.
Yes.
Curry went off. Matt, talk your talk. Because you said, you did say at the beginning of the game you didn't like Otto Porter being put
Yes.
into the starting lineup.
Yes. And give me
Uh,
one quick second here.
Did you?
Because no. It's nothing like that, but I know normally you don't
Do you
go to
think it
me
was a
first.
bad idea? Do you think it was a bad idea?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And the reason is because of the Otto Kevon Looney can guard in space and he rebounds. However, here we go. I'm going to the game and I'm going to give us the plus minus. And this is where everybody's going to understand this. Okay, so with Kevon Looney in the game, he had the biggest plus minus, plus 21. Right? When Kevon Looney was in the game, the Warriors were up 21. And I said this the whole game. And Mike Skills, you will back me up on this. I didn't like the whole idea of Otto Porter Jr. playing in place of Kevon Looney in the starting lineup. My reason was Kevon Looney can guard in space and he rebounds, right? Yes, I get it. Otto Porter Jr. can rebound the basketball, but he's not in space. He guards the big guys, maybe, yeah, this and that. But Kevon Looney, he can guard all the positions. We saw it against the Houston Rockets way back in 2017-18. They tried to ISO him, and he did what he had to do. He guarded the basketball. And that's why when I saw they made this decision to say, oh, we're going to go Otto Porter Jr., we're going to take Kevon Looney out of the lineup, I was like, ugh, I don't like this decision. However, Golden State wins the basketball game. I cannot be mad at Steve Kerr for that. Because in the end, they won. But Kevon Looney did have the biggest plus minus in the entire game. And that's where I'm going with that.
Okay. I'm looking at the group chat and I'm seeing you, Mr. Gonzo, say series is over. Now Boston won't win another game. I want you to elaborate further on that. What did you see tonight that makes you believe this series is going to be over in 6 for the Warriors?
Just Boston just doesn't have what it takes. First of all, Kevin Looney guarding space. I don't even think it's the fact that he's guarding space. I think it's the fact that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they are not elite dribblers. Like, their dribbling is so basic. Like, they can't really cross anybody and get to the hole. Like, if this was Kyrie, he would be eating these guys up. If it was Steph Curry, like he did, he's eating these guys up on the three-point line. Their handles are so bad. The shot selection is so bad. Like, everybody's been making this case with Jason Tatum being like Kobe. My man needs to study some more film and do some more work because I see no works of Kobe. I see the workings of Jason Tatum and his bad shot selection, his generic dribbling, bad fadeaways. You know, when he's hot, he looks great. But in moments like this, all of these blown layups, and I don't want to hear nothing about no shoulders. Steph Curry got his leg rolled up on the other night, and the guy comes out and gets even better tonight. So I don't want to hear about all these injuries. Robert Williams is dealing with injury, but he is playing his heart and his soul out. I don't want to hear nothing about Jason Tatum. I don't want to hear nothing from the Boston Celtics right now. This series is over. It's over.
All right. Well, if the series is over, what do y'all predict is going to happen in Game 5? Like, what adjustments could Boston make that would have you that could possibly change your mind? Because honestly, I think if Steph doesn't have damn near 40 tonight, Boston wins the game because he didn't get much help tonight. And then at the same time, if Boston was more consistent. So, I mean, Coach Matt, what do you got for game 5? What can Boston
Uh,
do to keep this series going?
I mean, if Steph Curry is going to be Steph Curry, which I think me, you, and Greg all would agree, he's going to be Steph Curry. He's great, right? None of us will disagree with that. What is Boston? Boston can't do nothing about that. We're going back to Golden State. I think they got a chance, because they have been very good defensively. But I think Golden State has figured it out, and I've talked about it throughout all our podcasts. I picked Golden State, and I'm sticking with them. I just think they have it, man. The biggest problem with Boston offensively, they're just so inconsistent. We are not talking about the fact that we're not talking about how great Jason Tatum is should tell us everything we need to know. Because I think we all three would agree. Me and Greg are probably on the same page where, you know what? Jason Tatum and God.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, yes. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they're on that same page. I've been a Jaylen Brown guy in this whole discussion, but I just think, man, it's tough. I think it's tough. Like, we're going to it's 2-2. We're going back to Golden State. I'm giving this to Golden State. I picked Golden State in 6. I'm going to say that now. Look, it's 2-2, so I could be totally wrong. Boston goes back to Golden State. They win the game. Hey, I will admit my faults. If I'm wrong on this, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. And I'll take it.
Man,
Yes.
you know the refs ain't gonna let that happen. This series is over.
Hey, this is why I love Greg. Hey, go ahead, guy. Hey, go ahead, guy.
This freaking series is over with, man. Boston, defensively, they have the strategy. And we talked about this, I think, on the finals preview. We talked about it. They can't get into no 3-point shooting match with Golden State.
Yeah, and no. You know what, Greg? You know what they did again tonight?
And that's what they're doing.
And you know what, Greg? I mentioned this in the first episode we did with this series and the last one we did with this series. They are still playing in drop coverage against Steph Curry.
That's true. But it's another thing that bothers me in today's NBA still. And I don't think that has anything to do with the game changing, because you can still utilize this strategy in any era or any style of basketball. When you're up by 6 points and you want to put pressure on them to have to score, the driving ability, nobody's running any plays to get the hole open, to draw fouls, to put guys in foul trouble, to get guys off the floor on the other team. It's just, we're just going to dribble down to like 5 seconds shot clock, and we're going to shoot deep threes. So now the defense already knows that there's going to be some loose balls. We can get those rebounds and push the break. And that's what they did. They got those loose balls. They pushed the break and got Steph Curry open. It allowed Andrew Wiggins had 14 rebounds tonight. Good job, Andrew Wiggins. But those hustle plays were courtesy of all of these 3-point shots they took.
I see where you're going with this.
It's too many threes, and you can't. This team, you can't shoot. You can't get into a 3-point shooting match with Golden State. You just can't do it.
Yeah, you're going to lose.
Yes, you're going to lose because they have. At the end of the day, no matter how bad Klay Thompson is, he's still probably the number 2 or number 3 greatest 3-point shooter of all time behind Steph Curry.
And Klay had 18 tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Klay hit some big time shots tonight.
And let's not even look at Klay's 3-pointers. Klay was killing in the mid-range game tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he was killing a lot of those mid-range shots when the clock was running down and loose rebounds. He's just pulling up from the free throw line. And we talking about all netters. Like, These are shots that he knows he can make consistently. He probably shoot that shot at 60 or 70% compared to his 3-point shoot. That's just how confident he is taking those shots.
Well, yeah.
And you're openly admitting Klay Thompson open shots. You can't do that and beat Golden State if you're giving him these shots.
I mean, a hand in his face is damn near an open shot. Like, these guys are not afraid. That 3 that Curry hit on Derek White was great defense. It was great defense. And Matt and I had this discussion the other day. There's no such thing as a lockdown defender. We say lockdown defender because there's people that are really good at defending him. But the key to defense, and as someone who played defense primarily, I was not a scorer. I'm not going to act like I was a high flyer getting all these buckets. No, I was not the lockdown defender. I was the boxing one defender. This guy is killing us, get in the game and guard him. And so I have a deep appreciation for it. But what Derek White did in that position, you can't play defense any better than that. In the words of Mark Jackson, that's great defense. That's just better offense. You can't, you know what I'm saying? That little bit of space he had was enough to get it up and swish. And when he's cooking like that, there's not much you can do. There is not much you can do. And
no, exactly.
I thought the game was fun. I thought it was really exhilarating. I usually judge the game by our group text. If the group chat is off and popping, if I look at my phone and I got 22 messages and 19 of them are just from our group chat, I know this game is hot. If the game is boring, it'd be somebody like, yo, man, this game kind of weak. So-and-so kind of looks like Eric LaSalle.
Hey, Mike,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck this game, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Excuse my French, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, Mike. Yeah,
even, and Matt's not even French. Well, switching gears. Switching gears. Well, you know, you in Illinois. I think that was like a French settlement. Anyway,
so is Greg, man. We're both in Illinois, man.
Yeah, but Greg ain't cussing. With that said, want to transition to a member of the Golden State Warriors coaching staff who who is leaving. News came out before the game. Kenny Atkinson, assistant coach for the Warriors, former head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, prior to Steve Nash being hired, is taking over for the Charlotte Hornets. And I want to go to Gonzo. What do you think about that hire for Kenny Atkinson being hired over there for Lonzo and that young team?
I think it's a great name for the Hornets to hire, but due to the fact that Michael Jordan's your part owner and the fact that the players that you have, he'll be fired in 2 years too, just like the last time.
Well, they gave him a 4-year deal, so
they'll probably cut that in half once they get to season 2 and they realize that he ain't gonna do jack with these players either. And they're gonna say adios. There's the door, Kenny Atkinson. The exit is down the hall to the left.
Well, he did take the. We gotta give him his props. He took the Nets to the playoffs with Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie. So.
Oh yeah, he did. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah.
Hey.
It still ain't enough.
Okay.
All right. Coach Miller, what do you think about that?
Oh, hey, Greg, you're my homie. I love you, man. But that's bullshit. This team, this guy is exactly what this team needs. He is a developmental coach. We saw what he did with the Nets, right? All those players he did with the Nets, it's not like they were superstars. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what this Hornets team is. So I'm with it, man. I'm a big fan of Kenny Atkinson. He's a developmental coach, man. That's what I do when I coach my players. It's all about development, teaching them how to play the game. So I love it, man.
And that's second.
And I completely disagree with Greg. Here's the thing, though. What's great is, hey, we're gonna find out when the season starts.
Yes, we will. The thing that's interesting is this is the second Golden State assistant to be hired this summer with Mike Brown going to the Kings, who, as we know, are going to King. But with that said, I'm
Yes, I love it. The Kings are going to King. You are completely correct.
with that said, could y'all see? Can y'all give me a quick over under for the season wins for the Hornets? Do you think they'll be in the play-in again, or possibly get an actual spot?
I'm gonna go. I'll take this. I'll take this. I think. Give me.
If you were a betting man,
I'm not. I am a betting man, but I don't do this. But I'm gonna go there. I think the 6 seed for this team with the
Okay.
talent. Now,
Oh,
obviously, everything could change because it's off season. We'll see. But give me 6 seed. I'll go the 6 seed.
so you're saying so.
I heard you, Greg.
Bo-
I heard that. Oh, I heard it. Greg.
All right, Greg, go ahead.
Punish
Go
me.
ahead. Get him.
Go in me. Get me.
Under 41 wins. And
Wow.
play in? No, you mean they'll be played out.
Wow.
Wow.
He said they'll
Yes.
be played out. They won't even be in the play-in. That's crazy.
I love it, Mike. I completely disagree. But that's why everybody wants to listen to us, man. Hey, we're all homies. You said it in the opening. We're a bunch of guys. We love the hoops. We love this. Yeah, but we don't agree on everything.
Yeah.
I think Gons is full of shit on this.
I'm gonna tell you
think
something.
he's
I'm gonna
wrong.
tell you something. They might as well just get ready for their off season, smoke cigars, and drink cognac with MJ.
So what you're saying, they should plan their off-season vacations now. That's,
Yeah, I'll get ready now. 6 seed.
yeah, because Matt, I can see them in the play-in. 6 seed is kind of steep because look at what the East was this year. So you mean to tell me? So
No,
I'm saying Boston,
Come at
Milwaukee,
me. I'm ready.
Brooklyn,
I'm ready, Mike. Let's go.
Philly, Miami, Atlanta,
Wait a second.
Toronto.
Toronto, New
Wait a second,
York,
Are you talking about
Chicago,
Atlanta, Mike?
Cleveland.
Atlanta, like there's a couple of teams in there, Mike, that I love, and I have to question. Like Atlanta,
Yeah.
no,
But they made it
no.
2 years in a row, though.
They made it 2 years in a row.
Yes.
Charlotte hasn't made the playoffs as the Hornets yet. Last time they made the
Right
playoffs
now,
as the Charlotte Hornets,
you guys-
they had Baron Davis at guard.
Hey, I'm gonna say it right.
Number one
Hey,
answer.
you guys, you probably have me right. I'm gonna say this. You know
Have
why
you,
I,
Matt?
No,
You got
hold up.
you got your
No,
pants
no,
down
no.
in the kitchen at
No,
3 a.m.
no,
you
hold
you got
up.
your hands in the cookie jar.
But you know why? You know why I'm all aboard.
You got your
with this,
pants down around your ankle,
no.
passed out in the
Fair
stall
enough, fair
at the dive
Hey,
bar.
Hey, say what you want. I got my pants at the ankles. Hey, say what you want. Say what you want.
Mhm.
But you know what? You know why I'm all aboard this team? Because of Ball. Yes. Yes,
Lonzo
that's
Ball?
why. Yes. Not Lonzo. LaMelo Ball. That's why I think this team is going to be good. I have confidence in Ball. Not Lonzo Ball. That's the Bulls. That's a whole completely different. I do
Yeah.
not have confidence in that. I love Lonzo Ball. He just can't stay healthy. He's always
Yeah.
hurt, and that's why I have no confidence there. But LaMelo Ball. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That's my mistake.
Yes.
That's my
what.
mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is. My confidence is LaMelo Ball.
All right, so
We've seen what he's done. Yes, we've seen what he's done.
he's rookie of the year. He's got his own
Mhm.
cereal. He's got his own AT&T commercial.
And-
got his
hey,
own
Mike,
shoe.
And he got his team to the play-in game 2 years in a row.
You know what? Stop right there. Stop. I'm not gonna let you do
No.
it, Matt. I'm not gonna
No,
let you do it.
no, that's
I'm not gonna
not-
let you
no,
do it.
no,
I'm not
no.
gonna let you do it. Play in don't count. Look, no, because the play in game does not count. It statistically does not count by NBA rules. If you score 100 points in a play-in game, it's like a tree falling in the forest and no one is around. Does it make a sound?
Hey.
No. We saw the games, but they don't count. They technically don't count. The only thing they count towards is if you can make the playoffs. It's not a real game. We can't say he got them to the play-in. Okay, if that's
You
the
know, Mike
case,
Steele.
LeBron got the Lakers to the play-in last year. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
got to add something to
and
his
he lost.
legacy.
Exactly, and he lost.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Steph
say
Curry
this,
got
Mike
the
Steele.
Warriors to the play-in last year and lost both
And he
games.
lost. Yes, he
Yeah.
lost. Hey,
You know what I'm saying? You don't get
and
no
that's fair.
play-in. Do they hang banners for play-in? Do they hang
Mike Stills.
Gonzo? Do they hang banners for play-in wins?
Heck no.
I mean, if that's the
Mike.
case, Atlanta would have like 2 or 3 of them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
Hey,
What's
that's
that old
fair.
saying? What's that old saying? There are no moral victories.
Yeah, bro.
Man,
Like,
I feel like I am now Skip Bayless against a bunch of
Nah.
Shannon Sharps.
nah, because here's the thing. Atlanta won the play-in, and they at least got a game off Miami.
You know
You know what I'm
gonna
saying? I can
no,
give them
that's
a game.
Hey,
They got a gentleman's
Mike-
sweep. You didn't
Mike
even
Skills.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, but Mike Skills, you know what I'm going to say? I was completely disappointed by Atlanta. That pissed me off.
No,
I will
Atlanta
say
disappointed
that. I will say that. Yes.
Atlanta disappointed everyone,
And,
but
and that's a great transition to what you want to go to next with sneakers.
I mean, it has nothing to do with Atlanta. But
It doesn't,
if you have an Atlanta Hawks jersey, maybe you can rock these shoes with it. But
maybe you could, but go ahead, Mike.
So this week's sneaker segment, presented by no one, is Matt Miller doing this. So
Wait,
what
wait
we
a
got,
second.
Matt?
Wait a second, Mike. Wait a second. You said no one. No, it's presented by me. Fair enough, Mike. Yeah.
Okay.
What I
All
have
right.
here.
So here's what I'm gonna do. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so the folks on YouTube can see what it looks like. What it looks like with a nice, beautiful picture in HD, and then they can decide for themselves how it looks in your hand, because that is the shoe.
Yes.
So this is what is this, Matt?
This is the Air Jordan 36. It's the Flight School, right? And Mike, you real quick, Mike, explain the Flight School theme. Explain it.
So the Flight School is a throwback to 1991 Jordan 6 campaign. They had a commercial and a whole series where you could sign up for Michael Jordan Flight School, which was at the time, hypothetical, completely fantasy basketball camp. But later, Michael turned it into a real camp. And this shoe is representative of the media that was used in the camp ad campaign, with posters, pamphlets, books, catalogs, things of that nature. And you could order stuff. You could order like the windsuits and things like that, which was part of the collection.
Yes. I'm going to remove this picture. Go ahead, Mike. Keep scroll, because I'm going to remove it so I can pop it up on my screen. Keep going, though. There we go. Yeah, that's the back. And I'm going to tell you something that I love about this sneaker that I didn't realize at first. Because you're seeing these sneakers, you're seeing these pictures, it's like, oh, okay. But when you see it in hand, and you can get this sneaker, you go on Nike.com. All sizes are available on this sneaker. It is a very dope sneaker. Here we go. So hold on, Mike. So here we go. I'm showing it to you right now. Anybody who knows about the Air Jordan 6, we've seen the black and infrared. This is basically the white and infrared sneaker, right? The red is infrared. It's not red. And they got the Flight School Jordan stuff here. But if you take this Flight School off, this is legitimately the white and infrared 36. And
so basically it's the white and infrared colorway.
Yes, it is. You see it, Mike. Mike, you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is not white and red. That is not like white varsity red. That is white and infrared. This is the white and infrared 36 with the Flight School stuff, which, Mike, you have sent me that picture, and I love the poster. I think this is a dope-ass sneaker. I love this shoe. It is why it came out yesterday. These shoes came out yesterday. You can go on Nike.com. You can get these. All sizes. So and most people aren't a size 13 or 14 or 15. So yes, if you want this sneaker, go ahead, go on Nike.com. You can get this shoe, and I recommend it because I'm going to say this right now. I got this shoe. I think I have 5 colorways of the mids, not even the low tops, which I showed last week with that infrared low top shoe. And the black and gold, and the black and gold infrared is the black and gold 36 is coming out in a couple weeks. We'll show it there. I'll be here. I'm going to have it. But it's a fantastic shoe. And yes, like Mike, you can go on Nike.com and you can get this sneaker. Sizes. I'm going to tell you right now. Hold up, Mike. Hold up, Mike Skills. I'm going to make sure I have it. I'm going to make sure I have all the everything. Hold on. I want everybody to know this. It's not going to take long. Here we go. Found it. I found it, Mike. You can get size 7 through 15.
So they have a full size. So full size run.
Unless
full size run, a full size run, man. No. Let me go on this rant because I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It looks like Matt has been cut off somehow, but I'm gonna say this: a full size run is size 8 through 13 for normal feeted people. I wear size 15, so the fact that they have my size in stock is quite shocking and surprising. But hey, that's how the show goes. I'm not really tripping over that. But
my bad, Mike. I got booted myself. But yeah, hey, I heard what you were saying with the sizes. Basically every size is available on Nike.com.
All right, and on that note, I'm gonna wrap this show up. I appreciate you guys making time. Shout out Gonzo Star. Shout out Matt Miller. Also, big shout out Pistol Pete Toll and Rad Rim, the other members of our show. Again, we are Loop City. We're a group of 5 guys love hoops, entertainment, and video games. And this is our show. Peace out.